Hello, everyone. This is Shawn1113, your host for the Shawn1113 podcast show. Thank you for listening, wherever you may be, wherever platform you're listening to, anywhere in the world. If you like this content and want to like this content, please contact me at Shawn47k at gmail.com. That's Shawn47k at gmail.com. Or leave a voicemail message from Spotify for podcasters.com. With that, got some things here ongoing. Major League Baseball, NFL coming up, college coming up, basketball coming up. And on that note, first of all, best of health and recovery to Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, from his cardiac arrest. I want to first make that thoughts and prayers for him, for that young man. And hopefully he will have a speedy recovery. He might go back to basketball. Who knows? But thoughts and continued prayers for Bronny James as he recovers from a cardiac arrest. Now not on to other sports. Premier League season. First of all, before I get to other things, the Premier League season coming up. 8 August 11th, pretty much coming with Manchester City defending their championship again. We'll see what happens there. Well, you say, how come you haven't done the Women's World Cup? Because I just don't care about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't care for women's soccer, especially the fact when they be beaten by teenage boys and retired soccer players. That's how much I don't care about the women's national team. Simple as that. I do want to say this, though, on a lot of levels. Boxing coming up. This has been forefront of my mind. The biggest welterweight fight in years. Since Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns. Around give or less 40 years ago. This is easily the best. The Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight is easily the biggest welterweight fight since then. I don't even count Mayweather and Pacquiao because that stunk the joint like wouldn't believe, especially as a Pacquiao fan. Oh boy, did he stunk against Mayweather. But I wouldn't even want to count that fight a few years back. But there's a person who I was talking to this one of my coworkers who knows much more boxing than I do. And he's going for Earl Spence, and I'm going for Terrence Crawford in that fight. But like I said, I would not be surprised if Spence won. I think it's going to be a very close fight, a very competitive fight between Crawford and Spence. And I also believe, would not be shocked, it would end up being a draw. So who do you have? Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford on July 29th, 2023 in Las Vegas? Who do you have for the welterweight championships? Crawford or Spence? Now I want to get back to something completely different that has nothing to do with sports. And that's the movies right now and the theaters. I don't know if anybody realizes this. With 4 movies coming out at the exact same time, I can't not remember a time not to go to the theater right now. And every audience, it's actually something for everybody to watch. With complete diverse audiences. I mean, for the action junkie, you can watch Mission Impossible: Day of Reckoning Part 1 with Tom Cruise. You can watch Barbie with a female-driven audience. You can watch Oppenheimer with a serious audience with you like 3-hour movies from an historic perspective, like a Robert Oppenheimer for the performances alone. Then you have Sound of Freedom with a very serious topic that we can all realize, like human trafficking, child trafficking, trafficking, and don't forget trafficking as well along those lines. A very serious movie that we should all pay attention to. And all of them have one thing in common. They all have specific. It's all for specific. All those movies have specific audiences with the marketing toward those specific audiences. Particularly the Barbie movie. And to his credit, it's done. It's really. I mean, it's incredible marketing what they've done with that movie from a marketing standpoint. Just like Top Gun Maverick last year. Same thing. Then those two movies couldn't be any more different than each other. I don't know. But the thing is, the marketing, that's what made it happen. That's what made people go to the movies, to those movies. Maybe Mission Impossible could have, maybe the movie out was Mission Impossible. They could have done that in December or re-released in December and could have raked in the money then. But like I said, in the general scope of things, though, there's really no better time right now to go in the theater than right now for these movies. Which one is the best one? Barbie's not for me. Sound of Freedom is a good movie, really good movie. Oppenheimer, if you want to see performances that are Oscar worthy, you go to that movie. Mission Impossible, you can have a lot of fun and suspense and intense action. You go there for the action junkie. But I don't think right now, July 2020, you're going to, it's 2023. There's never been a better time to go back to the theaters than right now, than this period. Because you may not see that again for quite some time, in my opinion. So, Barbie, Mission Impossible, Sound of Freedom, and Oppenheimer. There's no better time to go to theaters right now, in my opinion, for this period, because we won't see this kind of period again for quite some time, in my opinion. That's my analysis about that, and I want to get that off my chest for that. And with that, that is the Shawn1113 podcast show, and I've ran out of words. With that, if you like this content, Shawn47k.com at gmail.com. That is Shawn, SHAWN, at 47k at gmail.com. Or leave a voicemail message in Spotify for podcasters.com, or listening whatever you may be on the web browser, being Apple Podcast, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Pandora pretty soon, because with Stitcher closing up, I'm going to have to go to Pandora for that. I found that out just not too long ago that they're going to switch all the Stitcher content to Pandora. So we'll go there pretty soon after August. So pretty much after starting September, it'll be a new one for you to listen to, a new platform that you listen to for my podcast. So with that, I really now have run out of words. Thank you for listening to this podcast. And as always, please stay encouraged no matter what.